Welcome to D&D One Shot. Today, we're diving headfirst into a futuristic battlefield between the alien race of the Beholders and the US Army. Think Starship Troopers, but different. What would happen if a Beholder is found in a war zone? Before we answer the question, let's compare high-tech weapon systems with the deadly arsenal of a Beholder. I was wondering, could modern militaries adapt to fight something as alien and uniquely deadly as a Beholder? Let's break this down by examining the potential advantages, weaknesses, and battle tactics on both sides. The Beholder isn't just another generic monster. It's one of the most feared enemies in the Dungeons & Dragons universe. Imagine a massive, floating orb of flesh with a wide central eye, a mouth filled with razor-sharp long teeth, a cluster of smaller eye stalks growing from its body like slimy tentacles. The central eye, capable of neutralizing magic within its gaze, turns the Beholder into a one-monster army. Moreover, Beholders aren't just dangerous because of their magic. They're cunning strategists and extremely intelligent beings filled with paranoia, a big ego, and lots of arrogance. They often overestimate their capabilities, but react quickly to perceived threats, making them an unpredictable and chaotic force in any battle. Switching to the modern battlefield, technology dominates combat as soldiers rely on surveillance drones, thermal imaging, air-supported precision strikes. Strategies are geared toward blitzkrieg and surrounding the enemy units with fast, calculated tactics. On paper, the Beholder might seem like an unstoppable force on a modern battlefield. With up to 10 versatile magical attacks, the monster can wreak havoc on soldiers and equipment alike. A disintegration ray could vaporize armored vehicles. The charm ray might turn enemy soldiers against their squad, spreading confusion and chaos. Other rays, like paralysis or petrification, could incapacitate key personnel or shut down anything containing rare earth metals. The central eye's ability to nullify magic creates a zone where high-tech reconnaissance cannot penetrate. While modern technology isn't explicitly magical, this cone could function like an electromagnetic pulse, EMP, neutralizing radios, drones, or the entire telecommunication system, including satellites. Combined with its hoovering ability, the Beholder is a nightmare to pin down. The fact that it floats above the ground means the Beholder can bypass traditional cover like trenches, barricades, or mines. Its 360-degree vision also ensures there's virtually no blind spot for enemy snipers to exploit. No creature is invincible, including the Beholder. Although terrifying in its natural habitat, it could face unexpected vulnerabilities when encountered in a war zone. Beholders are inherently distrustful, even of their own kind. Their refusal to cooperate with others makes them a lone predator. Meanwhile, their arrogance could lead them to underestimate the ingenuity of human forces, leaving them vulnerable to well-orchestrated traps. Beholders are less equipped to handle high-tech, non-magical assaults like sniper fire, heavy artillery, or airstrikes. While they are highly intelligent, this fast change in the battlefield environment could slow their reaction time. A Beholder is most effective against smaller elite units or as a guardian of important military infrastructure. Against a coordinated assault involving dozens of tanks, helicopters, and soldiers, it might struggle to keep up without enough cover, despite its range of abilities. So, how could modern soldiers hope to survive, let alone defeat a Beholder? Here's how humanity's tactics might evolve. Surveillance. High-tech infra and LiDAR reconnaissance drones could be invaluable in tracking a Beholder's movements. Thermal imaging could expose its location, and mapping out its range of magical rays would allow soldiers to stay at safe distances. Beholders might shrug off conventional ammunition up close, but modern precision sniper rifles with specialized bullets, armor-piercing rounds, or even explosive ordnance could pose a serious threat from a far distance. Targeting the central eye or its fragile stalks might weaken some of its powers. Coordinated strikes using missiles, cluster bombs, descendant ammunitions, or high-caliber artillery could overwhelm a beholder, preventing it from retaliating or focusing its deadly gaze on a single target. A beholder's paranoia is a double-edged sword. By creating illusions or setting decoys, soldiers could manipulate its distrust against itself. It might even retreat rather than risk perceived betrayal or traps. Rapidly redeploying small infantry squads in coordinated attacks would make it harder for the beholder to pin down enemy positions. Constant movement could neutralize its advantage of omnidirectional sight. Of course, success isn't guaranteed when battling such a uniquely terrifying foe. The shock of encountering a creature this alien could weaken morale. Soldiers unprepared for the beholder's physical and magical presence might panic, leading to disarray within their ranks. A beholder's abilities might disrupt communications or drones, leaving soldiers feeling blind against an intelligent enemy with modern over-reliance on tech. The beholder's central body could be shockingly durable, meaning even heavy guns might need time to cause significant damage. All the while, soldiers would remain under fire from its rays. In the big picture, the battlefield outcome could play out in several ways. Coordinated military efforts, leveraging superior numbers and calculated strikes, could succeed. For example, a sniper might take out the beholder's central eye, exposing it to well-timed artillery. In scenarios where soldiers panic or fail to adapt to its magical powers, the beholder could wreak havoc on a large scale, becoming an unstoppable predator against an unprepared army. A more likely result might be containment. Military forces could force the beholder into isolation, creating a no-go zone, while waiting for future solutions like specialized weapons dedicated to magical threats or using a nuclear strike. Beholders are among the most iconic symbols of danger in fantasy adventure, and placing one in the context of modern warfare redefines what we know about this infamous monster. Its abilities demand creativity and adaptability, while the challenges posed by technology encourage deeper appreciation for the complexity of both the D&D universe and real-world combat. So what do you think? Could a modern army triumph against a beholder's magical might? Or would the fantasy creature reduce our greatest defenses? Let me know in the comments if you would nuke a beholder. Don't forget to subscribe for more epic explorations of fantasy meets reality. Check out other solid content on my channel.